Janelle, how you doing? Got your work up right here. It's your title page. I think it's looking good. I think it's looking really good. Um, got your sketch based on the Valkyrie, or I'm sorry, the Valkyrie, and then you've got your color and texture patterns. That's really good. Good job there. One thing I would recommend in your textures is show your textures on each of these color backgrounds. Right now, you're using your textures on only white and the dark blue, but you've got these other. You can swap these colors out. I think it would add a lot of variety, especially to things like your banners or your poster, where you've got the Reykjavik. What was that banner? What was that banner? Okay, these banners right here, these look fantastic with the blue and your color patterns with the word mark and the rings, dark blue background. These look great, but you know what? You can make different variations of these. For example, you could have the blue background on one pole, then the next pole you could have the the lighter teal background, and the next pole you could have the green background, and back to the blue, and stagger those as such. But right now, I think that you're just kind of stuck on presenting your logo on white, white on blue. But don't forget, you've got these other colors that you can work into your presentation. I know last week I mentioned that I thought that this presentation was a little dark, but I was wrong. I was wrong. I don't think so. I think it's gorgeous now that I take a closer look at it. Plus the fact that the white is really super stark. I'm wondering how the tickets themselves would look with the various colors for your various colors for the backgrounds instead of just using white. We can work these colors into everything in your branding and your supporting graphic system. So think about that. The logo itself, I think, is really good. It might be a little late in the game right now for this, but I thought it would be cool to do this. See how the Olympic rings interlock? See how they're all like interlocked? I'm wondering if we couldn't do the same thing with these. And that would just entail a little bit of adjustment right here where that would come up, and you would take the angle of and basically what it would do, it would have a white stroke, a small white stroke. Or, I know, it's food for thought, I guess, if you think about interlocking these the way these are interlocked. You could practice with that, see how you feel. Like I said, I know that we're probably too late in the stage for that, but I just thought it might be interesting to mention. The logo itself, I think, looks fantastic. I really, really like the logo. I love the simplicity of it. So maybe in that regard, we'll just leave it alone. Love the simplicity of it. But again, we could have this logo in multiple colors. You've got 3 different colors plus your white. So I'm saying use them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you could use the green as the background. You could use the green on the blue background. You could use the light blue as the logo color on a green background. All of these colors can be mixed and matched. I think that's going to be very strong in your final presentation. That's the way you mix and match these gorgeous colors. Really nice color palette, by the way. So I think that one of the strengths of this presentation, I think, is this color palette. So let's really key in on that, and let's exploit that by starting to really mix and match these colors in ways that I think would be interesting. So in other words, so you've got that one, okay, so this flag right here, you got this wayfinding banner. So you could have this banner, then you could have the next one on the next pole showing it with a green background, then the next one with a light blue background, then black to the dark blue background, and kind of stagger those as such. And really you could do the same thing in all of your collateral materials, including your event banners. And even some of your different collateral for your environment, your area banners, and your arena banners, and your environmental building graphics, environmental graphics, etc. So I do want to admit that I think I was wrong about that. And I mentioned that the blue was a little dark, but now I look at it, it really isn't. It's gorgeous. This is gorgeous. It really is. I think the white is too stark, definitely. So I would definitely say I made a mistake saying that, maybe to lighten up the color. But now that I look at your color palette, I say, maybe try to work some of those colors into your different collateral pieces. Okay. This right here, I kind of have a feeling this might be what you're talking about here when you said you're having struggle with placing the images in real life scenarios. And I'm seeing an issue right here because we see this vertical logo, which is really gorgeous, and it's really is begging to be presented in a vertical format. I'm sorry, horizontal format. I always get vertical and horizontal mixed up. I really have to think about horizontal and horizon every time. I don't know why I've got this brain lock on vertical and horizontal. Always have, though. Do you have a word? Do you have any words that you mix up like that? Anyways, sorry about that tangent. But anyways, so you've got your horizontal application here, what would be presented in things like this and like, different banners and barricades, et cetera, et cetera. But the thing is that the way you've got this placed right now, you can see that it's been skewed. So basically what it looks like is you took this graphic, placed it over this, and then stretched it to fit. And we can see it's been stretched to fit because the numbers have taken a different shape. The letters have taken a different shape. And of course, it's most obvious when we look at circles, as we see in the Olympic logo, that these are no longer circles, but they're now ovals. And that's a clear indication that this has been skewed or stretched. So you definitely want to work on that placement. T-shirts and down jackets look great. Merchandising, I mean, everything's looking good, but I would say that your strength is going to be in these live shots where you start placing using Photoshop in live shots. The ticket itself, I think, was that a ticket? Yes. No, that's a banner. Did you have it? Yeah, there's your ticket. I would recommend that you research what Olympic tickets look like. Let's take a look. Maybe we can do that together. Let's just go over to Safari. We'll go to a new window, and I'm just going to say Olympic ski jump ticket. And let's see what we have. Now we'll go to image search. Okay, these are just images. So let's say Olympic tickets. Let's just say Olympic tickets and see what comes up. Olympic 2010, 2020 tickets. Oh, beautiful. Look at these. Wow, this is great resource. Yeah, look at this. So that could really be a nice way for you to research how an Olympic ticket actually looks and compare it to the way yours looks and see if you can add some different things like the UPC code and the actual entrance number, the block number, the pictogram, the two uses of the pictogram, different variations of the pictogram, and the way that you could vary the way the tickets look. I think that's a good one. I think there's a couple of them. There's a Montreal ticket. That's kind of boring though. Here's another one. Oh, those are nice. Yeah, that looks like that is, what is that? Let me see if we can get it closer. You won't see this, but I don't remember what, oh, that's 2012 London. Okay. So again, yeah, so there's a good example. There's a neat one there. But you can see how you've got all these different little things that make it really look like a ticket. And I think there's some nice ones too. That's Rio. Those are Rio tickets. Those are gorgeous. See the fifth element patterns in the background and all that. And we could definitely do that with your tickets. But I just wanted to show you that just so we could research, see how, you could get some ideas and some inspiration to see how these are actually set up. So, all right, you're well on your way. I just want to kind of point you in some of those directions. That's kind of what I'm thinking. But you got it. I mean, you know what you're doing. So let's just keep working towards this and we'll take it from there. And again, if you have any questions regarding this, or you're having struggling, whenever I hear a student say I'm struggling, I'm like, hey man, let me help. So no different here. I really want to help you, so let me know if I can do so. If not, that I understand that as well, but let's go ahead. I can't wait to see where your next iteration of this. Okay, any questions, comments, concerns, or other, please let me know. Thanks, Janelle.